I dressed like a girl and became popular. Hey there, I'm Leo, and I've got quite the story to tell you. So, my mom, bless her heart, always wanted a girl. She already had 3 sons, Mike, Tim, and Jake, and was really hoping for a daughter when she got pregnant for the 4th time. You can imagine her disappointment when I was born, and surprise, I was a boy. I still remember how sad she looked when the nurse handed me to her in the hospital. Everyone around her tried to cheer her up, like my Aunt Marge, who said, "Why are you upset, dear? Look at him, he's got such an angelic face." And my grandma chimed in, "Yes, and those big eyes and thin eyelashes. And have you noticed how fair his skin is?" The compliments did lift my mom's spirits, and it wasn't long before she saw something special in me. She realized that maybe she didn't necessarily want a girl, but she just wanted a beautiful child, someone who looked more like her than my dad. And in her eyes, that was me. Yo, it's Leo again. So, let me tell you about my early life. Like I said, my mom totally embraced my beauty and encouraged me to grow my hair long, wear dresses, and play with dolls. It was pretty cool being different from my brothers, and I loved making mom happy. One day, when I was about 4 years old, mom was like, "Leo, honey, why don't you come to the salon with me today?" I was super excited because the salon was like a magical wonderland filled with all sorts of colors and smells. So there I was, sitting in mom's salon, wearing my favorite pink dress and looking fabulous. Mom's coworker, Betty, walked up to me and said, "Leo, you look so adorable. Mind if I take a picture and show it to my sister? She'll love your style." With a beaming smile, I replied, "Of course, Miss Betty. I love being in pictures." From that day on, I became a popular attraction at mom's beauty salon. People would walk in just to catch a glimpse of me, the boy who looked like a girl. It was kinda weird, but it was also fun because I felt like a celebrity. I could hear people whispering about me, "That's Leo, the boy with the angelic face." Mom's business started booming as more and more customers came in, hoping to get a makeover that would make them look as stunning as me. I even got to be her little assistant, handing her scissors, hair rollers, and all sorts of cool tools. One day, as mom was working on a client's hair, the lady looked at me and said, "You're such a lucky boy, Leo. You've got the most beautiful features, and I'm sure you'll grow up to be quite the heartbreaker." Mom just chuckled and responded, "Oh, I hope so. I just want him to be happy, and his happiness makes me happy." During those years, the beauty salon was like my second home, and I enjoyed every moment of it. It was a great way to bond with my mom, and I didn't mind the attention at all. But of course, things change as we grow up, and my life took quite a turn when I started going to school. But hey, that's a story for another time. Now it's time for school. So, let me tell you about the time I started going to school. I was 6 years old, and I remember being both excited and nervous. Little did I know that my life was about to change big time. On the first day of school, I was wearing a cute dress, just like I always did. Everything was going well until it was time to use the restroom. I walked into the boys' restroom, and that's when it hit me, I wasn't like the other boys. As I tried to figure out how to use the urinal while wearing a dress, I could feel the confusion and embarrassment washing over me. Suddenly, a kid named Jake walked in, and he was like, "Dude, why are you wearing a dress?" Feeling my face turning red, I mumbled, "My mom likes it when I wear dresses." Jake just laughed and said, "Well, that's just weird, man. You should wear pants like the rest of us." That day, I went home and told my mom about my embarrassing experience. After a long talk, we decided that maybe it was time for me to stop wearing dresses and start dressing like the other boys. It was hard for mom to let go of her little girl dreams, but she understood. As I grew up, I stopped playing with dolls and started playing sports with my brothers. I was still smaller than most of the boys my age, but I didn't mind. I had a great group of friends who accepted me for who I was. One day, during recess, my friend Sam said, "Leo, you're way faster than the other boys even though you're smaller. You should try out for the soccer team." I laughed and replied, "Maybe I will, Sam. Thanks for believing in me." So, that's how I started to embrace my boyish side, but I'll never forget my early years in the beauty salon with my mom. Hey, it's Leo again. Time really flies, huh? I'm 15 now, so let's talk a bit about my teenage life. High school was a whole new world, and I found myself wanting to fit in more than ever. One of my best friends, Sam, was this tall, athletic rugby player in the school team. He's a great friend, you know. He's always there to defend me when somebody body shames me because of how delicate I look. I admired him so much and couldn't help but wish I were more like him. Sam was always surrounded by friends and had that effortless charisma that made him insanely popular. One day, while hanging out, I asked Sam, "Dude, how do you do it? You're always so confident and everyone loves you." Sam laughed and replied, "It's not a big deal, Leo. Just be yourself, man. That's all you can do." But I couldn't help feeling that if I were more like Sam, things would be different, especially when it came to Olivia. Olivia was this beautiful cheerleader I had a massive crush on. I knew I wasn't the only one, as many boys were always trying to get her attention. One afternoon, as I was walking to my locker, I saw Olivia talking to Mike, one of the school's most popular athletes. They looked so good together, and I felt a pang of jealousy and insecurity. My buddy Sam walked in, he noticed my expression and said, "Hey, Leo, don't worry about it. Olivia would be lucky to have a guy like you." I sighed and replied, "Thanks, Sam, but I just feel like I have no chance against those other guys." Sam put his arm around my shoulder and said, "You know what? You're awesome just the way you are. You've got a big heart and a unique style. Besides, you're way more interesting than those cookie-cutter jocks." Despite Sam's kind words, I still couldn't shake the feeling of wanting to fit in. I knew deep down that I should be true to myself, but it's not always easy when you're a teenager trying to find your place in the world. I guess that's just another part of growing up. Now, let me tell you about a major crisis that happened in our family, which led me to return to modeling. One day, a new rival salon opened up nearby and took away a lot of business from my mom's salon. I could see the stress and worry on her face every day when she came home. One evening at dinner, my mom sighed and said, "I don't know what to do, kids. The new salon is taking all our customers. We need to do something to get them back." The thought of sleeping under a bridge terrified me, but I knew I had to do something to help my family. "Mom, what if I dress up as a girl again, just like when I was little, and attract attention in front of the salon? Maybe that'll bring some people back." At first, my mom was hesitant, but then she saw the determination in my eyes and agreed. "Alright, Leo, if you're sure about this, let's give it a try." Once I put on the black dress she handed me, I couldn't believe my eyes. I was unrecognizable. It was bizarre. With my slender frame, I resembled a supermodel. I didn't have to do much. I simply stood in front of the salon and playfully winked at the passers-by. To our surprise, it actually worked. People stopped to talk, take pictures, and many of them came into the salon for a service. One day, a customer at the salon took a video of me getting my hair done and posted it online with the caption, "Look at this amazing model at the salon. She's stunning." The video went viral overnight, and suddenly, I was an internet sensation. Back at school, everyone was talking about the mysterious model from the salon, but nobody knew it was actually me. I kept my secret, letting the buzz build up. Sam approached me during lunch and said, Dude, have you seen that video of the model at your mom's salon? She's all anyone can talk about. I smiled and replied wearily, yeah, I've seen it. Pretty cool, right? Who would have thought that model was right here, under everyone's noses? But things got a bit complicated with my friend Sam after I became an internet sensation. As the buzz around the mysterious model at my mom's salon continued to grow, Sam became more and more intrigued. He couldn't stop talking about her and, to my surprise, admitted he wanted to date her. Leo, I'm serious, man. This girl is absolutely stunning. I've never seen anyone like her before. I'm gonna try and find out who she is and ask her out, Sam said one day during lunch. I tried to play it cool, but inside, I was panicking. If Sam got too close to the truth, he'd find out that I was the one dressing up as a girl to save my mom's salon. Sam, you know, there are so many girls at school you could date. Why not focus on them? Besides, who knows who this model really is? I said, trying to dissuade him. But Sam was determined. No, man, I have to meet her. I have a feeling she's someone special. My anxiety skyrocketed, and I knew I had to do something to prevent Sam from discovering my secret. But I didn't know what to do at the moment. Later that day I saw Olivia's social media update. "Will date anyone who can buy me this dress from the latest spring collection," she posted. I hurriedly checked the dress prices, only to find out they were way out of my budget. My savings wouldn't cover it, and I knew my parents wouldn't help me with such an expensive date. When I brought it up with my 3 brothers, they just laughed and taunted me. "Come on, man. You need to make your own money. Girls aren't into guys who are broke as hell," they jeered. Right at that moment, a stranger visited our house, claiming to be a model recruiter. He was searching for a famous girl in my mom's salon, but my mom refused to give him any information. Before leaving, he left a poster for a teen supermodel contest with a massive cash prize. As wild as it seemed, this was my only shot at getting those concert tickets. So, I put on a dress, a wig, and makeup, and signed up for the competition. The judge couldn't look away when I entered the room. The audience went wild, snapping photos and cheering. I quickly became one of the 50 contestants who moved on to the next round. In the fitting room, without my mom's guidance, I was lost. I couldn't figure out which accessory was a belt or a necklace. When I asked the other participants for help, they either ignored me and one of them even shoved me aside. I fell, a heap of objects landing on me, and I think I twisted my ankle in the process. That's when a kind girl with shoulder-length reddish-brown hair came to my rescue. She helped me up and shot the other girls a stern look, making them back off. "Are you okay?" she asked. "Yeah, I think so," I replied, trying not to show my pain. With only 10 minutes until my turn, I knew I couldn't walk in those high heels. The girl, Mia, took off her sneakers and handed them to me. "Wear these, and you'll be amazing," she encouraged me, guiding me to the runway and rooting for me from the sidelines. Mia performed right after me, gracefully dancing in my high heels. The audience adored both of us. That night, I scored the highest points, followed by Mia. We quickly became friends. Mia taught me how to wear accessories and master the catwalk. We spent hours on the phone every day, discovering how much we had in common. We even gave each other cute nicknames. I thought we were just friends until one day she mentioned, "I think I have a crush on a guy. He's not like the others." My heart pounded as I realized I had feelings for Mia. I had fallen for Olivia based on her looks, similar to how my friend Sam had fallen for my female persona. But Mia was different. I loved everything about her and believed it was the real deal. I was too frightened to confess the truth to Mia, scared she would be angry and leave me or think I was some kind of creep. As the contest continued with Mia by my side, I couldn't stop worrying about the consequences if she ever discovered the real me. But for the time being, I held on to my secret and cherished our friendship, hoping that one day I could bare my true feelings to her. As the competition went on, I was busier to keep up with the heat and Mia, so I forgot everything else. Sam was worried when I didn't show up at school for a few days, so he decided to come to find me. He barged into my room without knocking, as usual, catching me in the middle of trying on a new wig. His jaw dropped, and he couldn't close his mouth at what he saw. "Leo, is that you?" Sam asked with confusion. I turned around and saw Sam standing here looking at me. My heart stopped as I realized he must have discovered my secret. I nervously invited him inside, where we sat down in the living room. "Is it true, Leo? Are you the girl everyone's talking about? The one from the salon video? The one I've been trying to date?" Sam asked, his eyes filled with a mix of confusion and betrayal. I hesitated for a moment before nodding. "Yeah, it's true. I'm sorry, Sam. I never meant for it to go this far. I just wanted to help my mom's salon, and then I entered the competition to win the prize money for my family." Then his expression turned angry, his face as red as a tomato. He pointed at me and shouted, "You're such a jerk. You've been playing with my feelings this entire time." "No, I don't know how to explain it," I stammered, feeling embarrassed. "I'm so sorry." Sam couldn't hide his disappointment. "You should have told me, Leo. We're friends. Friends don't keep secrets like this from each other." Sam walked out and slammed the door shut before I could say anything. I felt incredibly guilty and realized how wrong it was to hide the truth from everyone. I knew I couldn't keep up the charade any longer, especially now that Sam knew the truth. The fear of the consequences of my deception weighed heavily on me. So, I withdrew from the contest. Mia kept calling me, but I couldn't bring myself to answer Mia's calls. I was terrified of facing her and letting her down even more. As I had anticipated, Mia ended up winning the competition. I snuck in to watch and support her from afar, making sure to stay out of sight. As I was about to leave, I caught her voice. "The best thing I gained from this competition was meeting someone special," she said. "I know you're here, my dear friend. I know your secret, and I forgive you, my little star." Tears welled up in my eyes, but I held them back, planning to wait until I could talk to Mia privately. As I waited for her in the parking lot, I unexpectedly ran into Olivia. She was there with her best friends, laughing at me. "Oh no," she mocked, "I heard you wanted to make money to take me out. You shouldn't have bothered. You're not even strong enough to wash cars." I was confused at first, but then I realized I was standing next to a half-washed car. I tried to defend myself, but Mia appeared out of nowhere, looking furious. "Did you join the competition just for her?" she demanded. "No, Mia, that's not it," I tried to explain, but Olivia interrupted me. "Sam, your best friend, told me so. And he wouldn't lie," she said, smirking. Hearing that, Mia stomped her heel on my foot in anger and walked away. I was left alone, in pain and feeling more lost than ever. That night, I knew I had to put an end to all the lies and deception. It was time to face the consequences and come clean to everyone I had hurt. One evening, I sat down in front of my camera, dressed like that girl everyone was talking about, heart pounding, and hit record. It was time to come clean to everyone, especially Sam and Mia. "Hey, everyone, it's me," I started, my voice shaking a little. "I want to talk to you all about something important. I've been hiding my true identity for a while now, and I'm really sorry." I took a deep breath and continued, "You might know me as the girl from the salon and the modeling competition." I kept talking as I removed all my makeup, but the truth is, I'm not a girl. I'm a boy. I did all of this to help my family, but I now realize that it wasn't right to deceive everyone. I want to apologize, particularly to my friends Sam and Mia. I never meant to hurt or betray you guys. I hope you can find it in your hearts to forgive me. You may not believe me, but I do love you, Mia." I ended the video with a confession and posted it online. As I lay in bed, I couldn't bring myself to check the comments. I hoped that when I woke up the next day, the nightmare would be over. What if everyone hated me? My 3 older brothers would surely laugh at me as they always did. It felt like my life would be over. The next day, I woke up and hesitantly checked social media. To my surprise, I saw countless notifications. My account had gained millions of new followers. The impact was even more evident when I showed up at my mom's salon. Feeling courageous, I went to school as if nothing had happened. Unexpectedly, people reacted completely differently than I had imagined. They treated me like a star and asked to take pictures with me. "Look who it is. Our very own supermodel, Leo," Sam teased, throwing his arm around my shoulders. "I'm sorry, Sam. I shouldn't have lied to you," I admitted, guilt-ridden. "Apology accepted," he said with a wink. That day seemed like a miracle. After school, I met up with Mia, who greeted me with a smile and a wave. "I can't believe you never told the truth. Is this all just a dream?" I wondered aloud, hugging her close. Mia accepted my apology, and from that point on, we became a couple. My sudden popularity not only taught me a lesson about the consequences of lying, but it also helped me discover a new side of myself. I loved beauty as much as my mother did, but I had been too embarrassed to embrace it. With Mia's support and my mom's encouragement, I became a unisex model. I'm proud of my body, I'm a guy, I'm beautiful, and now, I'm famous.